Ernesto Che Guevara was a revolutionary leader, Marxist theorist, and guerrilla fighter. He was born on June 14, 1928, in Rosario, Argentina, to a wealthy family of Spanish and Irish ancestry. From an early age, Che was drawn to the struggle of the working class and the fight against oppression. Che studied medicine at the University of Buenos Aires, where he became involved in left-wing politics. In 1951, he set out on a motorcycle journey through South America, which would later be chronicled in his book The Motorcycle Diaries. The trip opened Che's eyes to the poverty and injustice that existed in the region, and he became more committed to the cause of social justice. In 1954, Che traveled to Mexico City, where he met Fidel Castro and other Cuban exiles who were planning an armed revolution against the dictator Fulgencio Batista. Che was impressed by the Cuban revolutionaries' dedication and commitment to the cause, and he joined their struggle. Che played a key role in the Cuban Revolution, serving as a military strategist and commander of the revolutionary forces. He led guerrilla attacks against Batista's army, and his tactics proved to be effective. In 1959, the revolutionaries successfully overthrew Batista, and Fidel Castro became the new leader of Cuba. Che became a trusted advisor to Castro, and he played a key role in the new government. He served as Minister of Industry, where he worked to build a socialist economy in Cuba. He also traveled extensively, promoting the cause of revolution and supporting other leftist movements around the world. Che's commitment to revolution and socialism led him to leave Cuba in 1965 and continue the fight elsewhere. He traveled to Congo to support leftist rebels in their fight against the government, but the mission was unsuccessful. Che then traveled to Bolivia, where he hoped to ignite a new revolution. In Bolivia, Che led a small group of guerrilla fighters, but the mission was plagued by setbacks and difficulties. Che was eventually captured by the Bolivian army, and executed on October 9, 1967. His death made him a martyr for the cause of revolution and inspired a new generation of leftists and radicals around the world. Che's legacy continues to inspire people to this day. His image has become a symbol of resistance and rebellion, and his writings and speeches continue to influence leftist thought and action. Che's commitment to the cause of social justice and his willingness to sacrifice everything for it have made him a hero to many. In conclusion, Che Guevara was a revolutionary leader who dedicated his life to the cause of social justice and the fight against oppression. His commitment to the cause of revolution inspired a new generation of activists and radicals, and his legacy continues to influence leftist thought and action to this day. Despite his untimely death, Che's image and ideas have become a symbol of resistance and rebellion, and he remains a hero to many who share his commitment to a better world. Ernesto Che Guevara was a Marxist revolutionary, who dedicated his life to fighting against imperialism, capitalism, and oppression. His ideas and beliefs inspired many people around the world, and his words continue to resonate with activists and revolutionaries to this day. Here are a few quotes from Che Guevara along with their meanings. Let the world change you and you can change the world. This quote reflects Che's belief that individuals have the power to create change in the world. He believed that by changing ourselves and our own attitudes, we can inspire others to do the same and create a ripple effect of change. Che believed that true revolution began with the individual, and that only by changing ourselves could we hope to change the world. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. This quote is a reminder that revolution is not inevitable, it is something that must be actively pursued and fought for. Che believed that revolution was a process that required dedication, sacrifice, and hard work. He believed that the fight against oppression and inequality required persistence and determination, and that those who sought change must be willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it. I am not a liberator. Liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. This quote reflects Che's belief in the power of the people. He believed that true liberation could only come from the masses, and that it was the responsibility of the people to fight for their own freedom. Che believed that the role of the revolutionary was to inspire and guide the people in their struggle, but that ultimately it was up to the people themselves to bring about real change. The true revolutionary is guided by great feelings of love. This quote reflects Che's belief that love was at the heart of the revolutionary spirit. He believed that those who fought for social justice and equality were motivated by a deep love for humanity and a desire to create a better world for all. Che believed that love and compassion were essential to the revolutionary spirit, and that without them, the fight for change would be empty and meaningless. At the risk of seeming ridiculous, let me say that the true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. It is impossible to think of a genuine revolutionary lacking this quality. This quote is a reminder that love is not only important, but essential to the revolutionary spirit. Che believed that without a deep love for humanity and a desire to create a better world, revolutionaries would be unable to sustain their commitment to the cause. He believed that love was the driving force behind the fight against oppression and inequality, and that it was only through love that real change could be achieved. We appreciate your support in watching our videos. If you enjoy learning about political, business, writer and science leaders' biographies and quotes, please consider subscribing to our channel and giving us a thumbs up to help us grow and continue bringing you valuable content.